Clouds are gathering, a cackle of thunder can be heard in the distance. As skies darken, the dead that stumble over the earth grow restless. This is a storm that will grow and fall back into ferocity, but it will never end. Huh. And a descending fog. People first saw it on the water, a faint white blanket over the Ohio River. It began as a mist and enveloped the town. The townsfolk died screaming into gloom. Now they walk out there, unseen, unheard, and relentless in the pursuit of the living. Aww. 30 to 35 is comfortable? Fuck off. Celsius? No. Fahrenheit? Sure. 35 Celsius is comfortable. Fuck you. You liar. I'm a little curious in some of the challenges, but... What? A really CDDA. You get out of the shower and fall badly. You're blind drunk and you have an nasty cold. On top of all this, the house is on fire. Today is definitely not your day. What the fuck? A challenge inspired by a really bad day from the awesome, wonderful, and must-play Cataclysm of Dark Days Ahead. Another game I should take a look at some point. That sounds wild. When you have a long week of 40C, 30 and 35 is comfortable. No, it's not. That's still a lie. You're still lying to me. That's awful. Why would you do this? Curious on the challenges, but I think I'm just going to go for a custom sandbox thing, and we'll just, I don't know. Go for it and see what happens. Just kind of mess around for a little bit, and maybe if I feel motivated to do a challenge later on, then sure, awesome, we'll do it. I'm going to, for the most part, kind of assume that people don't really know what this game is. So we'll just kind of go from there, because I don't know how many people still play this game. Some people might know of the game, but they haven't seen it in years because it's been in development for so long. So I'm just gonna assume people don't really know. Starting locations. This is a little bit like Satisfactory in that these are all different areas of the same massive map that there is. Moldra is sort of the... I'd say Moldra is probably like the most normal map, I guess. Like you've got the main highway, which could be Dixie Highway, I don't really know. But you've got all like the shopping and stuff along there, and you got storage warehouses around, and then you've got the residential areas, and you got like the trailer park area. There's a little bit of everything going on, and there's even like a lumber mill up to the north. And then Riverside, which is along the Ohio River. I never really did this one too much, but it's got a lot of just normal-ish houses. I don't think this has a trailer park at all, but the fishing is pretty cool. And it's got a lot of the, I don't know, what would you call them? Like, I guess like a mini mall type thing, where it's just like the line of a lot of little smaller stores all lined up and sharing the same big building. It's a lot of that kind of stuff. I don't mind Riverside too much. Rosewood, I'm not too familiar with at all. Is this that place like way in the southeast that's got the mall? Because there's a bit with the mall somewhere. Sandy with the two-party raid. Hello and welcome. Thank you very much, man. I'd never been raided before, and then yesterday get raided with like a party of 4. Today get raided with a party of 2. Man. Thank you, welcome. I don't know. I think I might check out Rosewood. What is Rosewood exactly? It looks like it's got a bunch of normal residential. It looks like it's a kind of like a Riverside type deal. But it mentions also the inmates of the Knox Penitentiary will tell you it's not so fun, so I'm assuming there's a prison nearby? Swarm my stream with tininess. Like a bacteria. Cool. Check out Rosewood. I'm curious. I don't know if I've ever done Rosewood. So there's a lot of options here that I can set. You can really fine-tune and customize it however you'd like. And I think that's a really cool thing. I love when games allow you to actually have like a lot of options for the sandbox. And Project Zomboid was always one of those that technically had it, but it required a lot of INI file editing. So unless you knew where to look and what to change, you wouldn't really know what you're doing. But then they've added this, and it's really cool. So I guess those of you who want to just kind of experience this kind of blind, I suppose, just, I guess, YouTube folks skip ahead, and Twitch guys, I don't know. Maybe like go get some water or something. I don't know. And a movement restriction? What now? Oh, I see. Rimworld raids. Got it. Guy with knife. Awesome. A one-person raid. Hey, I'll take it. If I get raided by a guy with knife and it's a one-person raid on Twitch, that'd be just terrific. I'd like that. Day length, start month, start day, start time, I don't know, just like on the 3rd. We can start in no, you know what, let's start toward the end of July, when it starts to cool down a little bit so it's not quite so hot.
The beepiest of the boops.
The beepiest of the boobs. Beep boop. Shabby. Shabby, grats on 6 months. Jeez. You're the second one, so Jason did beat you. Technically. Jason got his green badge before you. But congratulations, you're the second one with a green badge. Thank you very much. Half a year it's already been, my god. Start time 7 a.m. sure, will be like really early in the morning, I guess. So then that way, like by the time I loot my starting house and all that and go outside, it might be kind of bright enough-ish. Water shut off, electricity shut off. At some point, this is all gonna turn off. I'll set it to be, I don't know, we'll have it kind of easy, I suppose. The electricity shut off is really annoying to me because then it gets really dark and it's genuinely hard to see at night. But I'll keep it between 0 and 6 months. It could happen the first week, could happen the second day, could happen in a few months. We don't know. House alarms. Fuck, these are so loud and annoying. We'll go with rare for those. Locked houses, just sometimes. People in Kentucky don't lock their house. Food spoilage, normal. Refrigeration, normal, that's fine. Rotten food removal. Never remove rotten food. Interacts with the loot respawn kind of oddly if the rotten food never goes away because the loot respawn looks for, I think, an empty container in a zone that you haven't been to. So if the rotten food's never removed, it'll never respawn. Which I guess is okay. Loot respawn will go with like every month, I guess. Loot seen prevent hours. When greater than 0, loot will not respawn in zones that have been visited within this number of hours. So if I set it to 2, loot will not respawn in zones that have been visited within 2 hours. Okay, so I have to be away from an area for a while for it to... Right, sure. What about when it is 0? Then I guess it just doesn't matter. It'll just respawn regardless. Oh. We'll go with... I don't know. 16... Oh, I can't do decimals? Oh, yeah, I can. 16.788? No, okay. Whole numbers only. 16 days, then. Hours. Fine. Months in, 0. We'll be at the start of the apocalypse. That's okay. I don't mind that. If you want a really hard time, you can set this to be kind of high. Things will be eroded, overgrown. The food will already be rotted. There's a pretty good chance that water and electricity will already be shut off, depending on what those are set at. It's kind of interesting, but not really what I'm up for right now. And darkness during night, we'll go with bright. It doesn't really affect the game very much, I think, but more just affects me. Like, me personally. Oh, Yeti, love your videos. Your voice is so relaxing. Thank you very much. Lexi. Happy to see you. Happy to have you. How you doing? I hope my voice was kind of okay still. My playback is still weird. I don't know. I have no idea what's causing it. One day I'll get it sorted. For now, though, it's as good as it can maybe possibly be, considering it's a Samsung Meteor with no mic stand or pop filter in the corner of a building. I don't know. Fire spread generator working in exterior. If enabled, generators will work on exterior tiles, allowing, for example, to power a gas pump. Sure. Sure. Temperature, normal. Rain, normal. That's fine. Erosion speed, normal. Erosion days, it's fine. Farming speed, plant resilience, abundance, and all that. Compost time, 2 weeks. Maximum fog intensity, I guess, normal. Rain effects intensity, though, low, because that gets really busy otherwise. Is this game more of a survive 'em up or an escape 'em up, where you have to escape the map? It's a survive type thing. There is no escape. You'll see when I start the game, it's just, the intro thing is basically just, this is how you died. There is no escape, there is no winning. There's just, eventually you will die. Or you just get bored of the game and stop. I don't know. There's probably some people who've been at like day 17,000 for this, like they're still going. They've never lost. Sadistic AI director? We'll leave that on. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'll explain those when we get to them. And generator spawn sometimes. Oh yeah, electrical generators. Yeah, sure. Just leave that as default. Generally leaving a lot of this default. Randomized house chance. Discovering randomized safe houses on the map, either burnt out, containing loot stashes, dead survivor bodies, etc. Huh. Sometimes. We'll bring that up a little bit. Annotated map chance impacts on how often a looted map will have annotations marked on it by a deceased survivor. Sure. And corpse removal, fuck man. Corpses, oh, they clutter up everything and they look awful. We're gonna go with, I don't know, 31. 31 hours. Because otherwise there's just a trillion bodies and you have to do the thing of like moving them into this little shack. And, oh, it's so annoying. Decaying corpse health impact, I'm just turning that off. I can't be bothered. This is the game that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. Oh god, what have you done? No, please. Blood level, what are we going with on the blood level? What are you guys up for? Generally I go with low because kind of like with the corpse thing, it's just annoying to have blood soaked everything, but like, I mean, I don't think it actually matters. If we want this to look like a slaughterhouse, we can put it on high or ultra gore. I don't know what ultra gore is. I always put this on low. We going with ultra gore? Dead survivor bodies implies something killed them without looting. Ultra gore. Don't want to be demonetized on YouTube though. I'd make fuck all on YouTube. It's fine. It'll be alright. And this video is no longer watchable in Germany. Awesome. Food, rare, weapon, rare, other rare, that's fine. The game's default settings for this, like it's rare in the sandbox, but I think if you start the game normally, just like the chapter type thing that it's got outside of the sandbox, I think I put stuff on normal and common. There is just so much stuff everywhere. It is insane. I'll just leave it on rare though. That's fine. Experience multiplier, I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. We're gonna bring this up to 2.0 because otherwise, holy shit, it takes so long to get skills up. Even with reading books, it still takes ages. Stat decrease, we'll go with very slow. Endurance regeneration, normal's fine. Nutrition, sure, so we have to eat kind of okay. Starter kit, nah. Free trait points so I can have a more varied character creation, nah. We'll leave it at 0. Player build, construction strength, normal. Injury severity, normal. Bone fractures on. Clothing degrading, that's fine. Vehicles will have easy use off though, because that just makes it like way too easy. Recent survivor vehicles, low. Whether a player can discover a car that has been maintained and cared for after the infection struck. Well, like we're on this day 0 of the infection, so it makes sense to have that on low, I guess. Zombie attraction, the general engine loudness, just default. Car spawn rate, normal. A lot of people have cars. They may not always have gas though. Gas consumption 1, fine. Locked frequency. Sometimes. People usually lock their car though. General condition, we'll go with low instead of very low, because very low is terrible. Car wreck congestion, so like the main roads have just car wrecks everywhere, that's fine. Car alarm frequency, extremely rare, yes please. Siren shut off hours because it's really loud and obnoxious. We'll set this to like 0.5. That'll get the message across. And that's fine. Almost done. For some reason, you never get ads for my stuff on YouTube. Interesting. Oh, it is sometimes though, I suppose. Zombie lore. By default, proper zombies is on. But I'm gonna change some stuff around. And a lot of people are probably gonna hate me for it. But hear me out. Fast shamblers, yes. Shamblers are really low. Sprinters, way too fucking fast. Fast shamblers, it's a nice balance. Strength, normal, that's fine. Toughness though, fragile. And this is the thing that a lot of people are gonna hate me for. Because yeah, when they're fragile, they'll probably just die in like a couple hits. That's fine though. By my logic, we should be going for the head and we should generally know how it works and yada yada yada. It should be kind of easy to take them out. But if it's even not just normal, or God forbid tough, you'll fight some zombies that they don't die. They just get shoved and shoved and shoved and shoved and shoved and they never fall over. They never die. It's irritating, it's annoying, but again, I'm fragile. But I'll have a lot of zombies to compensate. Transmission, blood, and saliva, sure. Infection, mortality will make this kind of fast. I guess 0 to 12 hours. And we reanimate between 0 to 12 hours, I suppose. Not that we can really do much when we reanimate. That's a bit of a moot thing. Basic navigation, sure. That's fine. Memory, long. Because when they detect you and they give chase, they should continue to give chase for a really long while. That's how it is. Decomposition, they slow and weaken, sure. Normal sight, normal healing, or hearing rather. Smell though, I'm bringing it on poor because I really think normal is too high. They can attack doors and stuff while roaming. They can damage my constructions. We'll have them more active at night though. We'll see how that goes. From what you saw the other day, fragile sounds good. Yeah, it really becomes too much. So the general zombie count multiplier that we've got, because I just have it on normal right now, is just set at 1. We can change this anywhere between 0 to 4 though. And we'll just leave it at 1, I guess. But the starting population, I'm gonna bring down a notch just to give us a little bit of breathing room. It'll be I don't know, like a third, roughly. There will be a third of the normal amount of zombies at the start. However, the peak of the population will set to 3. 3.0. Not quite 4, that's a little too much, but 3 times the normal amount on the peak day. And that peak day will be, I don't know, 51, I guess, right? Respawn hours. Every few days to respawn, that seems alright. I have to keep an area unseen for 16 hours for a zombie to respawn in it. And bring that down a little bit. Let's go with like, well, yeah, that's certainly okay, I guess. We'll go with 12. Respawn multiplier, by default, 1/10 of the normal cells amount of zombies respawn. We'll bring that up just a bit. Redistribute hours. The number of hours that must pass before zombies migrate to empty parts of the same cell. Ah, to like spread out. I see. Let's make it a little less predictable. There. 10.772 hours. Follow sound distance means basically nothing to me. I don't know what 100 relates to. 100 cells? 100 meters? 100 tiles? Rally group sizes. Size of groups real zombies form when idle. 0 means they don't form groups. Groups also don't form inside buildings or forest zones. I'm not really a fan of zombie groups. I'm kind of okay with them maybe like pairing up or so we'll set it to 3. They'll go a decent way. I don't know. They'll go 20 distance, I suppose, to form said rally. The distance between zombie groups. Group radius health. Oh, okay, I see. It seems like to me what this would be doing is we'd eventually be creating, like, imagine a cell to be like a slice of Swiss cheese where it's just got the holes, and the holes would be the groups of zombies. Depending on the group separation, so you don't have two groups like right next to one another. I don't know. And how close they stay to the group's leader. Maybe I should just rally off, how about? I'd like them to just kind of be distributed a bit random. So we'll just, it'll be off. That's fine. And with that done, that'll be fine. Urban focus zombies. So the city after peak day is going to be completely swarmed. That's alright. So we'll save this as the stream preset. Yay! So I don't have to go through all that every time. We start as Robert Turner. Sure. Fine. Vest, pants, shoes. I'll change that to... Oh yeah, vest will be fine. Pants is fine. Shoes fine. That's alright. The game is absurdly customizable. It's really, really good, though. Occupation-wise, I think I'll leave it as unemployed. These are nice because they give you little skill boosts and stuff. Like, normally you wouldn't start with electrical skill, you'd have to raise it up yourself. But the electrician starts with a bit, and they learn it a lot easier. But obviously if I pick electrician, it costs points, so now I need to get 4 points from something else. Which, 4 is not too bad to manage. But yeah, I don't know. I typically just go unemployed. Do I mind if you steal the setup settings from you in your own game? Not at all. I don't know where it saves the presets at, but sure. So if I'm unemployed, I have 8 points to spend. I will absolutely not be getting Speed Demon. Don't get Speed Demon. It's a goddamn dirty, nasty trap. Don't do it. Don't. Just don't. You don't do it. Just don't. God, I don't know. I generally like to be organized so that my containers have a lot more space in them. And I also quite like being just a bit stronger. So like stout or something. Faster and stronger constructions. Can find medicinal herbs and craft medicines and poultices from them. That's neat. I know some more cooking recipes and have higher skill. Okay. Explain why, though, please, you would fall for that trap. Just don't. You want to know why? Here, I'll tell you why. Because the default driving speed in the game is perfectly adequate. Speed Demon? You're way too fast. You will lose control guaranteed. You will crash and die immediately. If you don't, you'll be deafened because the driving sound it gives you when you're a Speed Demon is absurdly loud and irritating. So you as a player will be deaf and your character will die. It's a nasty trap. You think, oh, just driving quickly for a single point. Oh, I'll grab that. No, don't. Damn it. Was there no, like, just a bit strong? I guess not. I guess stout's the only one. All right. We'll go with organized and stout, I suppose, so I have to get 4 points from something. Hypochondriac is a really scary one. It can develop infection symptoms without actually being infected. That'll always keep you guessing. Hemophobic might be alright. It's kind of a free one to grab. Panic when performing first aid on self, can't perform first aid on others. There's nobody else here, so it doesn't really matter. And panicking when I perform it on myself, as long as I'm not like doing a quick first aid thing while being chased and have to fight, should be fine. Because panic reduces my hit chance and all that jazz, I think. And we could grab... Some of these are really terrible. I just need a point. I could go with Sunday Driver, I suppose. Will be a slow driver? A very slow driver? I don't know how slow that actually is. If it's anything like Speed Demon, it's going to be extra slow, but we'll see how that goes. Goodness. I kind of like this because it really hammers home the point that there is no escape, there is no winning. It's just you will eventually die. Okay, so my inventory. Let me pin these. I'm going to be constantly moving these around because I never ever know. Well, it's probably an okay font size. It's a bit large, but that might be alright for most people. I never know where to put these damned things. So we'll leave them there and we'll see how it goes. Don't really need that open. So we got the TV here already making noise. Let me turn it way down and quiet. I can flip through this, and there will be sometimes some shows to watch that, like right now is some show to watch. If I had boredom, this would be reducing the boredom. But some of the stations, like Life and Living TV, have, yeah, like a cooking show on. And I can watch that and I learn a bit of cooking. I'll go for that. Talking about a chicken soup. Cooking plus 25, plus 25, and bang. Nice. And is this another, or is this a commercial? I think that's a commercial. Oh, no, it's done. Okay. Well, that was quite nice. Like, really quick experience. So I've got my general experience here at the top, and when this bar fills, I get a skill point to spend. And then I can spend the skill point on a skill that's ready to level, which also requires experience. So I got general experience for watching that, as well as cooking experience. I just kind of leveled in both fronts, so we'll just put a point into cooking, so now my cooking stuff is a bit better. And the game periodically locks up like that. I don't know why. Never figured that out. Water bottle and cab. The cabbage can stay. The water bottle I'll take. And some frozen ice cream. I'll keep that. Like Stardew Valley. Yeah? I suppose so? Although Stardew Valley just straight up teaches you recipes, I don't think this actually taught me a recipe, just gave me experience. Close all the blinds so zombies can't see in, because they do have sight, remember. Wow, like everything else is empty. Cool. Not a really cool, awesome house to have started in, but okay. I suppose. So we need... Oh, the water bottle's already full. Oh, nice. Okay. We need stuff. and things. Got that wind sound. We are... I'm not sure. This map's new to me. The map itself never changes. You could go online to... I don't know, if you just search Project Zomboid map or PZ map, like the first result will probably be an interactive map that you can look at and zoom in, and you can see where the buildings and stuff are, and it's annotated that people have got, so you know where stuff is, and it's a bit cheaty doing that. But, you know, if you just kind of like want to follow me around and see kind of where I'm going and all that jazz through that, then I suppose you can. I don't really care to know where I am, though. Unless I explicitly ask. I'll be like, okay, I need a garage. Where can I find a garage? And then you can be like, there's a garage to the north. By the houses with the red brick walls. Okay, cool. What a trashy shit home this is. Ooh. Just ignore that. Why do I sometimes just get really slow? What's happening with this? I don't know why, but this game just runs like really terribly for me sometimes. Another zombie. Man, they're really slow during the day. Wow, what a laugh. Alright, well. I guess I'll just handle you. On a scale from 0 to 0.5, how much of this resembles actual Kentucky? None of it. There's not enough, nowhere near enough billboards advertising the hammer. Those damn things need to litter the streets. Door's locked. Boots locked. Side door's locked. All these doors locked. I'm assuming so. The hammer, yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know his name. He just called the hammer though, and he's just a lawyer guy. Truck accidents? Call the hammer, and he's got billboards just fucking everywhere. My inventory. Expert trapping. These are skill books that I can read. The more of them I read, the bigger multiplier I get for my skill, but they only work for certain skill levels. So like trapping for beginners only works for level 1 and 2. Past that, this book just teaches you nothing. Or we got expert trapping here, which is for skills 7 to 8. So it's a cool one to have, but I won't be able to read it for a long time. If I try to, my character will be like, I can't make any sense of this. Advanced metalwork. Engineer magazine teaches me to make a smoke bomb. These are really fast ones to read. I'll just read that real fast and put it back. Dang, I know how to make a smoke bomb now. Or what that's worth. And turn the music down like just a skosh. I can't actually hear. Like, oh, it doesn't actually go much quieter. Oh, okay. Huh. Alright, I'll turn everything else up then a bit, I guess. The Texas Hammer, Jim Adler? Don't think so. Electricity for beginners. Sure. And standard books, standard notebooks, work to reduce boredom. If I spend enough time doing absolutely nothing, I'll have a... Oh, rip. That's tragic. I'll get like some buffs and debuffs and stuff up here, and one of them will be boredom if I just sit here and do nothing long enough. A fresh frozen burger. Yoink. A fork and spoon, which people will say, oh, it's like one of the best weapons, the butter knife. Fucking great weapon, one-shots everything. No. No. You're wrong. Well, you're technically right, but like, if your timing is just off, you're fucked. I don't like it. Some socks. I'm hoping inside one of these big closets I can find a, like a bag or something. Anything. Anything at all. Maybe we can leave that there? I don't know. I'll never have a comfy UI thing. And a lot of farm plots already laid out. No actual like seeds or anything in them. So that's kind of cool. Nice fence that I don't think can be broken. I can climb over them. I'm not sure if zombies can. I think zombies can too. It is a much nicer looking house. I hear some deep thumping going on. I think there's a zombie inside that shed. I mean, we could definitely move into that house and... Oh, a saw! Definitely move into that house. Nothing stopping us from doing that. Tire pump, small metal sheet, a hammer, metal bar, scrap. I'll take all of that. My god, I'm getting a little overburdened, though. We got the small numbers here on the top right. Current weight, maximum weight. I can technically go over it by quite a lot. I don't know what the actual hard cap is. I think it's like 80, maybe. But when I do go over... we get this debuff for fairly heavy load, carrying a little too much. I get a little bit tired faster. And teaches basic mechanics recipe. Instructive manual containing diagrams and common maintenance tasks for popular budget and family car models. Huh. Don't mind if I do. And this radio... I can't disassemble it. But maybe if I get some skill I can. I don't exactly know how that works. A remote trigger. Add crafted trigger. Unread. All sorts of magazines, man. Jeez. Okay, so what's going on over here with all this? A Vault-Tec radio. Yep. Get away from that door. Handled. I really don't know why I get frame drops sometimes. Welding rods, glue, and another hammer. I'll take them all, and one of these hammers, I guess this one, I'll equip as a weapon. My god, what? Oh. Hello? You guys want to come this way? No? Okay. She seems quite happy headbutting this door. Did you fall? Okay, I guess so. Hard to tell sometimes. Worth looting the zombies. They may have some interesting stuff on them sometimes. Whether it be bullets or utility items or nowadays even maps. Sometimes the maps even have like written stuff on them so you know where a survivor house might be or some stash or something like that. These boxes and crates in general are always worth checking because these types of containers house some of the nicer loot to have. This TV is way loud. Oh, radio. Take your battery. There we go. Yeah, like crates can have stuff like saws and hammers and nails and stuff like that, and I think the moving boxes count as like a crate. And that's generally how the loot works in this game, is it's based on the container that it's in. Like, the fridge will never have a saw in it unless you put it there. That's just weird. It tries to make a bit of sense. And this house is completely empty, man. Which is weird because you look like you have stuff. Strange. You mean you don't store a saw in your fridge? No, not since the accident, no. Would really like to find a backpack or something. Are you alarmed? Oh, okay, cool. Some fresh cheese, okay. That's it though. Sweater. Huh. Like, we're getting to the point, I guess this garbage bag, I'll equip this as a secondary. It technically counts as a storage container, it's just not that great. Weight reduction of 10%, and it's got a 26 capacity. It's better than nothing, but man, only just. So we'll put in, like, all of our books. Our weight from 18.7 down to 18.2. I mean, really, all this can kind of go in there. Whatever fits. Did you mistake coleslaw for cold saw? Wow. Just wow. And this thing's weight only 12.9 out of 26, so we can fit like pretty much everything in there, I think. That's nice. That's a benefit of being organized. I think the containers have like double the amount of storage in them or something wild like that. Because these never used to be very good. You couldn't fit a whole lot in there, but man, we are piling it in. Alright, down to 17.1 out of 15 now. Still a little overburdened, but not a whole lot. Here we've got a couple cars. What is this? What are you? What is this junker? Locked. I can always bash open a window and get in that way. Okay, bye. Okay, here he comes. What the hell? Man, these zombies suck during the day.
Off to work, don't die too fast.
Alright, pickle happens. Have a nice day at work. Thanks for stopping in. The reflections are a bit odd. They're a little jerky. What is that? What's on the ground there? Plastic bag, 10 capacity, 30 weight reduction though. Oh, just, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Okay. Here's a random slowdown. I really don't know why that happens. There, I'm in. Driver's seat, no key in. Nothing in the seat, nothing in the glove box. Well, okay then. Was the back open? No. Can I... open that? A tactical walkie-talkie, a suture needle, and a band-aid. Yoink. Oh, I want these... in this, please.